guys, and welcome back to your third last week before we break up, hopefully, and hope you had a good weekend. Thank you for all the children who've sent in all your lovely works, and thanks to all the parents who are taking their time out to encourage their children to send in work, and obviously supporting them in sending their work and making sure it's completed. Hard work does pay off, so thank you all very much. Okay, so for today's session, like always, make sure you get your required equipment before we can move on, so that you're obviously not moving up and down here and there. We can focus on the learning. So for today's session, you're going to be able to draw a polygon by plotting coordinates on a grid. Okay, so the date is 6/7/20, so make sure you write the date in a line. And I hope you guys have been practicing your handwriting. Some of you guys do already have beautiful handwriting, but as a requirement in year 4, at the end of year 4, you need to be able to join up your handwriting as well, as much as possible. Okay, so here is your starter, partitioning numbers to help double. So you've got your example at the top. 32 is made up of 3 10s and 2 1s. So double 32 equals double 30 plus double 2. So that's how it is. So the example that's there in the purple, I want you to double these numbers at the bottom. Okay, and you have to write it out exactly like the example over there in the purple for each number. I know there's quite a few numbers, but you know what, it's okay, we've got time. So before we move on, I just want to quickly, let's do a quick warm-up to see if you guys remember, all the things in a grid. So what do you think the bottom line where you see the bottom arrow going towards your right, what do you think of that arrow is? What axis is that? Well done, that's the x-axis, and the one going straight up, pointing up like a rocket, that's the y-axis. Well done. So we've got the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, so rectangle. Alfie marks 2 points A and C on this coordinates grid. He asks what are the coordinates of the other 2 points. Find the coordinates of the other 2 points B and D. So our aim is to make a rectangle. If he's plotted A and C, okay, so what other 2, where else could he possibly plot, B and D to make a rectangle? So where you could plot them wherever you like, as long as the final shape is a rectangle. Okay, so try pause the video for a few minutes and see if you can try and make the rectangle. On a coordinates grid, draw 2 corners of a rectangle for a partner to complete. Okay, so pause the video and draw the other 2 rectangles, the other 2 points to complete the rectangle for you to complete. The other points are 2 7 and 7 4, either can be B or D. Okay, and then what you do, okay, so right angle triangle. Laura marks 2 points A and B on the coordinates grid and draws a line to join up the points. She says, are there other possible coordinates for the other vertex of a right angle triangle? Think about Laura's statement. Are there other possible coordinates for the other vertex of a right angle triangle? On a coordinates grid, draw two vertices of a right angle triangle for a partner to complete. So you've got your A and B. Now what you need to do is There are two other possible points you could plot on the grid to complete to make a right angle triangle. So have a go at trying to figure out the other 2 points to complete a right angled triangle. So pause the video for a few minutes and then you can do that. So hopefully you've paused the video and had a go. C could also be 8-1, or it could be 5-9. There could be an answer where the line drawn is one of the 2 equal sides of a right angled isosceles triangle. Can you see another one like this? 0 isosceles triangle. Fatima marks 2 points A and B on this coordinates grid and draws a line to join up the points. She says, I can finish the isosceles triangle in at least 2 different ways. Think about Fatima's statement. Can you find some of the points where the third point C of an isosceles triangle might be? On a coordinates grid, draw 2 vertices of an isosceles triangle for yourself to complete. Okay, so pause the video and see if you can draw 2 vertices of an isosceles triangle. Okay, so C could also be 8-9 or 2-3. There could also be answers where the third point is on a line drawn at the right angles to the drawn line that goes through 5-6, the middle of the drawn line. Can you see any other points of this line that would make an isosceles triangle? 3, 0. 4, 3. 6, 9. Symmetrical pentagons. Alfie marks 3 points on this coordinates grid and says I can draw 2 more points to complete a pentagon that has a line of symmetry. Can you find 2 other points that make a symmetrical pentagon? Give 3 points. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to plot 2 other points to complete a symmetrical pentagon. You can give the coordinates or draw them on a grid. So you've got your 3 points there, add 2 more points to complete a symmetrical pentagon. So pause the video and try to attempt. And if this is very important to know your shapes, we have gone through our shapes in previous lessons in school, so you should know what pentagon is, a hexagon, a square, a rectangle, a triangle, isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle. So you've already gone through those shapes, so hopefully you should know all your shapes. Okay, points could be 2, 5 and 7, 2. Okay, so if you're still a bit confused and unsure on how to plot points to complete a shape, so you could watch this video and it will help you with your understanding a little bit more before you move on to the task. So the task is on the website. It's 6/7/20, challenge 1 or challenge 2. Please do email us if you have any questions, and well done to everybody that's completing their work regularly and daily. And tomorrow there will be no maths or English lesson because you're going to have a virtual sports day, so enjoy that. Good luck. Make sure you're active and send us photos of any activities that you've done or the sports stuff that you've done throughout the day. Hopefully it's nice and sunny so you may be able to go out to your garden or to the front yard or somewhere. Good luck guys and enjoy.